What's up?
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I don't know if you can.
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Can you hear me pretty good? Is the volume okay?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you see me? I don't know if
I
you
can actually.
Okay.
How's your Labor Day going?
Going good. I'm sleeping in,
Yeah,
not doing much really this weekend, but yeah, how
yeah.
about you?
Funny story. Earlier today, I had some tasks to take care of, and so I'm out and about, and I'm going to take care of certain tasks, and everywhere I go is closed, and I'm like, oh, today's a holiday.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like that kind of like, okay, I kind of
Yeah,
forgot about that, but
right.
yeah.
Yeah, I just saw you at the premiere of the Gateway here in the
Yes.
Hampton Roads area in Norfolk.
Yes, exciting. It was so great being back there in Virginia and
Yeah.
seeing everybody.
So Tagen, let's start. Let's dive right into this Q&A. Tell us a little bit about where you're from.
Well, I lived in Florida my whole life. So yeah, I've never really lived anywhere else in any other states. I would like to move somewhere else and kind of go other places, but yeah, I'd like to move somewhere where like it's not just hot all the time. I'm not a huge fan of Florida's weather
Yeah.
for sure, but I would like to, I don't know. I went out to LA and I really liked it there, but I don't know, maybe even somewhere in the Northeast.
I'm curious into knowing, you when you started the Gateway, right? How old were you then?
Well, the first day of work was on my birthday. So I was 11 years old, turning 12. Yeah.
11 going on 12. Wow.
Yes, and now I'm 14. But so yeah, it's been a while. But
Been a while. Yeah.
yeah.
So, I mean, how did you start? Did you jump right into film?
No, I have two older brothers. One who is on this live, but two older brothers, and they were kind of in acting before me, and they were doing like commercials and stuff, and I kind of just like copied them, and like yeah, so I was like, okay, I'll just do what they're doing, and then I started doing commercials and modeling, and then I kind of like eventually like in third grade, like around then, I booked my first role in a film, and
Wow.
yeah, from then on, I've kind of just continued with it. So yeah.
So you play Ashley in the Gateway. Tell us a little bit about Ashley's story from your perspective.
So Ashley, her life is kind of a mess, we'll say. She has her mom. Her mom is a single mother because her dad has been away at prison. So, she has a social worker, and her mom is kind of not always there for her. She has to work late shifts and stuff like that. So she's not always home to take care of me, and she's kind of out and about a lot. So Ashley's kind of had to kind of adjust to being by herself and alone, and she has to kind of be independent and take care of herself. But yeah, she has a social worker named Parker, and her life kind of gets even crazier when her dad gets back from prison. And I think her dad, he's been gone for 4 years, I think it was. So when she gets back, or when he gets back, it's kind of like, okay, I don't really know you, because she's 12 years old. So she was young when he left. So it's kind of like a little unfamiliar, but she warms up to him, and she's like, it's my dad. But yeah, when he gets back from prison, and then Parker kind of, we see the journey of how far is he going to go to protect me and my mom, Dahlia.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you and Ashley relate?
Ashley, I think, like I said before, she is kind of an independent person, and she has kind of like a tough exterior and kind of careful with who she trusts and who she, all that. So I think maybe I'd relate to Ashley in the way that I'm independent. I mean, there's like levels to it. Like, she can stay home and take care of herself while her mother's not home. Like, like certain levels where she has to be more independent in certain ways in her life than I do. But yeah, I'd say we're both independent in some ways. I don't think like my family life isn't similar to hers, but I think character and personality wise, I think that we can have similar things.
You were on set with Hollywood royalty, Bruce Dern. You had a chance to also work with Shea Whigham, Olivia Munn. Tell us some insight that they gave you, some secrets, some tips that they gave you.
Okay, so working with them was amazing. I definitely learned. I mean, I'd say I learned a little at every single set I've been on, but I think I definitely learned the most on this set and had the most growth on this set as an actor. And I still use like things that they told me into my daily, I guess, acting. But actually, I during filming of The Gateway, I had this like little diary and I wrote down like little things from this, and I actually found it the other day. But yeah, there it is. But yeah, like I had wrote down like this one little page, tips by Shea Whigham, April 30th, 2019.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, a few of the tips that Shea gave me was like, the key to acting is relaxation, and less is more, and don't get caught acting. Like, even those small, little tips, like, they do help, like, in your acting. But, yeah, I think, like, he gave me a lot of great notes, and he was amazing working with Shea. He was really great, like, getting into character, and seeing his process was amazing, and it was crazy seeing him work. But yeah.
There was a scene when you were playing a video game at the kitchen table, and just before the director said action, I heard Shea say, "All right, girl, no acting, no acting."
Oh my gosh!
And so now I get it. You know, it makes sense now. Yeah.
That's so funny. It's like filming was like 2 years ago, so it's like I've heard people like tell me like little stories or like things that they remember, and it's just so much like, oh, I don't really remember some things because it feels like forever ago. So I'm like, oh my gosh, that was so long ago. But like those nice little memories that people remember, I'm like, oh. But yeah.
I want the world to know that Taegen is also a phenomenal artist. She drew this picture for me that I still have. I went and I framed it, and I have it in my office. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that gift.
Yes, I really do. I can't believe you still have that. That's so funny.
Tell us why we should go out and enjoy
The
this
Gateway?
film.
Okay, The Gateway it's a great movie. It's got like that kind of like, oh, like what's gonna happen next, on the edge of your seat towards it, like action part of the movie, but it's also got kind of like insight to, okay, what's kind of like the relationship between me and my family, history towards like the backstory of Parker and Shea Whigham, and it's got like the kind of feeling of, you know, we've got this intense part of the movie, but it's also kind of just insight into like a daily life of this family and a social worker. And I think it's such a great movie, and I hope you guys go out and watch it. It's so exciting that it's finally out for me. I love these people on this film that created it. I mean, everyone was such a delight working with, including you. But yeah, I hope everyone goes out and sees it. It's such a great movie.
I really do enjoy that film. I really do. I've watched it 2 or 3 times myself. It's a great film. Taegen, thank you so very much for taking the time out, from being away from your family. You are definitely resilient. You are a hard worker. I'm excited to see what you bring to Hollywood in the future.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad I got to find out how to go live on Instagram today. I've never gone live before, so I kind of...
Wow, this is the first live and exclusive.
Yeah. But yes,
awesome.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad I got to come on here.
Thank you. Tell Mom I said hi. Tell the family I said hi. And Taegen, we will be in touch.
Yes, we'll do. Okay. I don't know how to end it, but... So I'll just stand here until it's gone.
It's all good.